Did you know that behind the scenes, millions of Americans are quietly preparing for something major? Stick around till the end. What we reveal will shock you. But first, if you're new here, hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you don't miss our future deep dives into what's happening beneath America's surface. Number 1. The rising tide of quiet preparation. In 2025, a noticeable shift is underway across the United States. It's not the panicked headline-making chaos of movies, but the subtle, steady buildup of preparedness, emergency food supplies, backup power banks, even interest in gas masks. According to a June 2025 report, search interest for survival kit and nuclear fallout spiked following a U.S. military action in the Middle East. Meanwhile, analysts estimate that nearly half of American households are taking some form of prepping seriously. So why now? Because what was once fringe is edging mainstream. Number 2. What's fueling the anxiety? Several interlocking factors are creating what some analysts call a poly-crisis, where economic instability, climate risk, geopolitical tension and civil unrest overlap and amplify each other. Geopolitics and war risks. With the U.S. involved in tensions in the Middle East, concerns about supply chains, energy, and ripple effects are alive. Climate and natural disaster threats. Wicked storms, wildfires and power grid vulnerabilities make people ask, what if the worst happens and we're on our own? Trust in institutions. Many Americans now expect less assistance from government in worst-case scenarios, shifting the burden to individuals. Changing perceptions of risk. Once seen as extreme, prepping is now considered by many to be a form of responsible future planning rather than fringe behavior. Number 3. Real-life moves people are making. What does that quiet preparation look like? Stocking up on emergency meal kits, solar lights, first aid supplies and power banks. These surged in search and sales data in mid-2025. Investing in home backup systems, generators, alternative energy, water storage. In some cases, joining communities or networks where preparedness is a serious function. In a recent piece, training for self-sufficiency and readiness was highlighted, not just gear but skills. The message: you may not be bugging out into the wilderness, but you're making sure your home is resilient. Number 4. What if the something major hits, then what? Let's walk through what could unfold, and what it might mean for you and your community. What if a major disruption occurs? Say a cascading power grid failure, a serious natural disaster, a geopolitical shock. Then, basic services could slow or stop: communications, transport, retail supply. People may find they cannot rely on outside help for days or weeks. Inflation or scarcity in local goods, food, fuel, medicine might spike. Social stability could be tested. Lines for essential goods, regional disruptions, local law and order challenges. Then your readiness could become the difference between safely weathering the storm or being overwhelmed. Having some supplies, a plan, a network of trusted people. These aren't just nice to have. In that scenario, they become survival assets. Number 5. Smart prepping. Beyond the survival kit, but here's a reality check. Pre-buying gear isn't enough. Experts argue the most effective readiness includes skills. Knowing how to use equipment, basic first aid, basic home mechanics, water safety. Planning. Having escape options, communications protocols with family. Community. Neighbors who help each other, share resources, are aware of local risks. Mental resilience. Staying calm, adaptable and purposeful when things go off script. As one researcher put it, the more you know, the less you need. Number 6. 2025 updates and key trends to watch. Mid-2025 data show Americans increasing purchases of survival gear after international events. Recent studies show the prepping movement isn't just extremists. About half of Americans indicate they are engaging in some kind of preparedness for some sort of adverse event. Shift in motivation. From purely apocalyptic fear to pragmatic protection, storms, grid failure, job loss, as normalized risk. Growing divergence. Some prepping circles still focus on worst-case violent scenarios, political collapse, while others focus on community resilience and climate shocks. Number 7. What you should do right now. Take stock of your home. How would you manage if there was no electricity for 48 hours? 72 hours? Build a small emergency kit. Water, 3 days, non-perishable food, first aid supplies, portable power, chargers, flashlight. Develop a simple plan. Where do you meet family? How do you communicate if phones fail? Strengthen your network. Know a neighbor, join a local online group, make sure someone knows your plan. Stay informed, but avoid panic. Preparation isn't fear-driven, it's empowerment. So yes, something major may be coming. The signals are subtle, but the preparation is real. Americans are quietly gearing up, not necessarily for a Hollywood apocalypse, but for harder times, disruptions, and uncertainty. If you watch closely, you'll see the shift from, maybe they will, to, we should, when it comes to readiness. And here's the kicker, at the end, the most valuable thing you own won't be a bunker or a gold bar. It will be your self-reliance, your relationships, and your preparation mindset. These are what shift you from being a passive victim of change to someone who can navigate it. Thanks for watching. If you found this helpful, hit like, share this video and join me for the next deep dive where we unpack specific regions of America at highest risk. Stay ready, stay informed.